No. Another question? Yes? Thank you, everybody.
Did you really lose, mate?
Defeat? Nah, not my cup of tea. Hello. I'm gonna need your help to manage my Sorare account because you can't mess with me like that.
Manage Killian's team and get rewarded for the job. Only on Sorare.com.
Sorry, guys. I left the mute button on a little bit too long there. Apologies, guys. We are here. We are set for some match day 1 Champions League lineup building. Thanks very much, fist bump to all you guys catching me on the audio. Love that. But yeah, guys, we're coming out of the weekend winning 8 rewards out of 19, which is absolutely lovely. We've got a little bit of a sweat on at the last minute. Obviously, the Mbappe competition did very well. But what could be my best lineup of the game week? We've got Captain João Carlos Teixeira playing AFC Champions League. It kicked off 15 minutes ago. He's already got a little bit of an attacking presence. And hopefully he can propel us right into a tier 2 or maybe even something better. So a little bit of a sweat on. But we've got some boxes to open tonight. I don't think I've got any cards to actually collect. Bit of a meh game week. We can talk about that another time. But a little bit of a sweat on the go. 2 boxes out of Challenger, by the way. It's funny to see. Don't normally get that. The FC Barcelona's Foundation team has picked up a wee box as well. A wee promotion. That's fun. And Celtic guys, a couple of boxes, nothing amazing. So what we're going to do, I've already built my lineups on Sorare, but what I like to do at this stage of the game week, because I don't really use the Sorare data lineup builder, to be honest with you, I've used it less and less as time goes on, more and more. I really like using it on my mobile phone, like before the game week opens on Sorare itself. But I'm not in this, like on the desktop. I should have probably done this before coming on in terms of deleting all the lineups, guys. I'm sorry. Is there a way I can do it for overall? No, there isn't. What I want to do is I want to kind of cross-reference the teams I've got. I also like to get the machine to build, and what I mean by that is the AI that we have on Sorare data. I like using that as like proofreading almost, like my squads. So the key to doing this for me is building them in the same order of priority as I did when I'm on actual Sorare itself. Do we have all the... Yeah, we do. Okay. So, again, it'll be spoken about in another video. I got Kasper Schmeichel. K-Mo, thought he was going deaf. No, sorry about that, my man. Sorry for the scare. I did get a Kasper Schmeichel. I'm 1 in-season card away from being able to play the in-season competition for this, but the way the fixtures pan out, it's all about Bayern, and it's all about Celtic, this one, to be honest with you. But I think Bayern will score like 6 or something like that, so going up against them in the in-season setting, I don't think it makes sense for me to go and overspend on an in-season card to facilitate a team that might then come 40th and bag £100 or something that doesn't really touch the sides. Of course, the big prizes at the top are way more exciting, way more appealing, but I don't think I've quite got the game to carry that over the line. And as I do this, I realise we do have a super rare team. So we've got a super rare team going into Classic Champions League. This is All-Star, sorry. Champ in-season classic. Right, so we've got a classic super rare team, and I'm actually kind of hopeful for this. I've got a bit of a mix and match team. Bologna at home to Shakhtar. It's probably one of the better games Bologna could have, and the outfielders are a bit, difficult games and all the rest of it. But let's see what the machine would give us for this one. There's an all remove button next to the top. Oh, it's dead easy to find on the phone, but I couldn't see it there on the screen. Charlie, fist bump to you. Mikey Basson, fist bump. Rico Man, Benny, fist bump to both you guys. Tom Sevens, fist bump. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for the audio check. And yeah, there's a bunch of you here joining us live and loud. Please do hit the like button on arrival, guys. We're only going to be live for a short time, just to cross-reference the teams. And I've wanted to do this because I've got a lot of midweek teams out, and the thing is quite historic. It's the first new Champions League format, so rare game week. We've got a new competition for it, etc. So if we get the machine to build a super rare team, it's very similar to what I did build, but I picked, I think, Coop Miners over Ivan Martin. Now I think Girona away to PSG is going to be decent, but I don't know if, like, Girona, are they going to score more than one goal? Or PSG going to score more than 3? These are the questions I'm asking myself. McGinn's not in great form, but he's playing young boys. Should be a decent enough game for him. Saganikov, I think, is the only forward option I've got. And Gutierrez is a defender. So this is a 68 rating. Who have we got missing out? Maybe if we click on McGinn. So we've not selected Marcos Llorente. I think I might have had him in this team, actually. We've got Coop Miners at home to PSV. And you know Coop Miners playing PSV's got a good chance of performing well, having formerly been in AZ, obviously. And then we've got a lot of guys figured for the bench at the moment. So not many options, not great fixtures everywhere. But I do think Llorente at home to Leipzig is like good for like 10 all around, and then he could jam his way in to getting a decisive. And Coop Miners, I think it's criminal that he's not picked in this over McGinn or Martin. If we drop Martin, it goes to Llorente. 54% chance to win. I think that's a little bit over-egged. I don't think Leipzig do get the win, but this could be a draw. And McGinn for Coop. Interesting. I'd avoid PSG fixture as much as possible. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. The problem is if we try and do this somewhat manually, look at my defence. I've only got Lopez and Gutierrez on to play. Gutierrez is a bombastic fullback, so like if he's in the final third often enough, he can get the AA, maybe get the decisive where if they concede a couple of goals, it won't hurt them too badly. But yeah, when we look at midfield, like Romeo could be half decent. He could get triple in a game like this. It's not unimaginable. Coop Miners, but I think is the number one midfielder. Maybe it's McGinn on the fixture, but McGinn's form stinks at the moment. 38% chance of 3 goals or more scored. And look, Llorente has the form, but maybe not the fixture. So I did wrestle with this a little bit. And then an attack, Stuani probably starts, probably doesn't get more than 60 minutes. Saganikov is the main man who takes some set pieces. So this is definitely the bones of what I had. And then if we do complete lineup, it's going to give us Ivan Martin, which I think is definitely a card to avoid. So we're then looking at either McGinn or Llorente. If we have a quick peek at Llorente, if I pretend I'm doing this for one of you guys rather than myself, like Llorente has the form this season. Like, since not going to the Euros with Spain, he's been hurting. And look at that, man. His AA has not dropped below 12, which is fantastic. It gets as high as into the 20s. And he's a decisive, capable guy. The problem with McGinn is he should be the same profile of player, but since the Euros, he's not only just played Everton. Oh no, we had an international break, of course. So yeah. West Ham, 6 all around. Arsenal, 10. Minus against Villa. The Scotland stuff, whatever. 13 against Everton, a little bit better in 89 minutes. But so, love McGinn to get back into this kind of form. Against young boys, he could definitely smash big. It's a case of going, I don't even know if you'd say safe with Llorente, but at home against Leipzig, I think you kind of know what you're going to get. Away to young boys, I think we all know what we expect to happen. That's a tough one. Let's ask you guys. This is a fun one. Start a poll. Llorente or McGinn? Who? Let's see who you guys think. It's 25 of you here, so drop a wee vote. There's a poll on in the live chat. Who would you pick, Llorente or McGinn? I can't remember who I actually picked. Let's just leave it with Llorente, because that's what the machine has gave us. I've edited the AI to put Coop Miners in over Ivan Martin. I think that's pretty obvious for anyone looking at it. Which is why, again, I don't rely on this entirely, because it does make just some obvious ones where you're like, nah, that's not the way to do it. So, at rare level, we don't play in season, we're playing classic only, and I'm happy to play classic only, because I think my XP will make up the difference on me not having 3 Bayern players that smash 100 or whatever. So let's see, team number 1, it goes for Captain Casper. Josko the Bosco at home to Inter Milan. Inter Milan probably don't, they almost certainly, I think, don't score 3. Do Man City get a clean sheet? Hard one to say. Verts, yeah, I like that in midfield. Hatate forward, I like the machine's thinking here. And then McGregor is the 5th man I find surprising. Who would be the second option for 5th man? Another McGregor. And then Scales. Interesting. And then we're cycling through the Celtic team essentially. Interesting. Now I definitely didn't have Josko get into my best team. I did put a Celtic team out as like team 1 and just back Celtic to win 3-0. Wirtz could rinse and outscore any Celtic mid is now what I'm kind of faced with here. 54% chance to win away from home. His form and everything is there. How's his minute management been doing recently? 90 minutes. Oh, he's been playing lots of 90s. That's great, by the way. Because his AA, I know he got 10 here for Germany against Hungary, but outside of that, his AA is 15 plus when he's like fit and firing. And he's so decisive capable. That 1 decisive gets you to the 80s, 2 decisives can push a 90. And Guardiola is one of the best defenders in the Prem, I think, at the moment. Yeah. This is a tough one. Peter Radev has both, and he's going for Llorente. The poll is at 60% for Girona. We've got Brian in the house, fist bump. Moan the Girona. Yeah, I'd love a Girona upset. That would be great. I actually just dropped a video live on the channel now, guys. I predicted the entire Champions League group stage, all 100 plus matches. So when you're done with the stream, make sure to check out the video. Drop a comment, support the content. It means a lot to me, guys, if you can do that. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if Guardiola definitely outscores a Celtic defender. And I think the number 1 Celtic defender who's not going to come up on this is Alistair Johnson. And the reason he's not going to come up on this is because he's not like nailed to start according to this. But I would be taking Alistair Johnson here. And I don't think Hatate could be the best forward, but I really do think it's Kuhn. And then, if we're leaving Wirtz in midfield, you know, I'm going to revert to this just being a Celtic team like I initially planned. So, I think McGregor into midfield is going to get the 90 minutes. The extra spot here is between Dyson Maeda, McGregor, and a defender for me. I like the thought of McGregor because he'll get the 90 minutes. Should get a good significant all-around score. 20 plus. And then we're just hoping he does get that decisive that he's been getting a bit of form for recently. Tate is kind of off it at the weekend, but that's normally a sign of a bit of a bounce back imminent for the wee man because he's a kind of, yeah, 40, 100, 40, you know, like that's kind of what I'm expecting. All around, man, absolutely rinsed it against St Mirren there. But yeah, he's way more flaky. I don't think Hatate can come into this as a midfielder, certainly. The forward card, but let's just look at this again and change it to forward. 52 to 55. Yeah, just lists all those scores a little bit higher. It's a tricky wicket. I do think Dyson is good for it. I think he'll get a decisive. I think that's maybe makes me pick it. Let's see the poll, guys. How's it figuring? We've got a bunch he's voted at 60-40 in favour of Llorente on McGinn. Do we think Engels starts? Yes. Might take him out of my Celtic stack and play with the Villa stack. Engels will start. The team that started against Hearts will start the midweek. No two ways about it. Yeah, I think I'm really tempted on Dyson because I think like the way this game's going to go, we will make a substitution about the 60th minute or so, and it will be Kyogo for Ida, almost certainly, especially if we're winning. And then another. I could see that being a midfield swap, like Hatate for Bernardo or something like that. I could see Dyson and Kuhn getting 70 plus minutes. So yeah, I don't think I'll listen to the machine on this. I think I'm going to revert to my gut. Because 15% Dyson, 13.5% McGregor, Kuhn forward, one of AJ. I think that's a really formidable team. But it's went Captain Casper, which is giving me a bit of food for thought. So let's put that in as team one. I'm definitely not going to mess with that. We want a Celtic team. I've got Casper. I want a Celtic team, and that's the way it's going to go. So team two, it would go Oblak, Guardiola, Wirtz, Hatate, McGregor again. I don't mind the Hatate forward card coming into this because it is kind of cheat codey, and I don't have that many other options. It is just all Celtic players and Openda, who's playing Oblak, so I'm not going to put them in the same team. Guardiola and Wirtz makes sense, but McGregor, Scales, Vickers. I actually don't mind Taylor coming into this at 15% because I think he's very PK. Is there someone that the computer is missing? He's very PK. Now, this is Champions League, and typically this isn't when Greg Taylor plays his best football against the better opponents. Champions League, international football, etc. But we're at home. We are going to get a lot of possession. I think that might be the play. I actually quite like that team. I can't remember what my second team was, but I actually quite like that. And then for team three, what does the computer? If you're captain Casper, I'd go all in and double defense. That's interesting. I don't think the defense is going to get mad all around. And then this is the last team it would build for us. Oh, we don't have another Champions League goalkeeper, so we're only getting 2 Champions League outfits, and then I'd need to play something like this in All-Star. So let's have a look at All-Star Rare. Where the fudge is it? Oh, there we go. Oh, I've got an All-Star Super Rare as well, so All-Star Super, I think it just kind of picks itself with whoever's left and available. We've got Sorare playing La Liga. We've got David Lopez. Do we have another option for him? We've got Pacheco on is 67%. Let's have a quick gander at the La Liga site quickly, just for convenience. 60%, yeah, uncertain. So, away to Mallorca. I think I would take that. Barana shares on to start, McGinn and Martin. I think I'd be captaining McGinn over Martin, personally. And then who do we have as leftovers unused at this stage? It would only be Stuani, Romeo, and Lopez. I actually think this team works out really well. I think McGinn in this team works well as a captain. So I think I might go... Oh, the poll is, by the way, guys, he's at almost 50-50 here between Llorente and McGinn. Still reeling about Albert Rusnak missing a pen and costing me a tier 1 in Challenger. You can blame Harry Trades for that. Harry Trades was on the internet telling everyone that 3 Rusnaks is better than getting 2% on a Carlos Heel or whatever. So Harry Trades has jinxed you into that one, mate. You can go and thank him. There's only 8 likes, guys. There's almost 40 of you here. Can we get the likes up, please? It would mean a lot to me. And feel free to drop another vote or 2 into the poll. Who would you pick for your best super rare team? Llorente at home to Leipzig or McGinn away to Young Boys? Do we think Jacob Ramsey plays? Trying to decide between him and Sterling. I don't think Jacob Ramsey is anywhere near certain enough to rely upon this week. So I wouldn't. Oh, yeah. It's a tough one. If he's on to playing like he's really good, I really like Ramsey. That right back situation. Matson coming on the left. McGinn could have a great game if Matson's on the left. I think Morgan and Rogers will be other sides from each other. I actually really like McGinn. I think I do put McGinn into the Champions League team, and I'm going to take Llorente out of this. Captain Coop at home to PSV feels about right. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. And that gives us Llorente. Would I captain him over Martin? I probably would. And yeah, I'm going to take Pacheco. We'll take that gamble. So that leaves us Rare All-Star. Right, okay, so this is the third team that we're building. We've got 2 Champions League outfits. This is, wow. Really strong, isn't it? Top gold. Yeah, I actually really like that team. I think that's really good. I don't know if there's anything to really look at or cross-reference here with the added players we've got available in this pool, but McGinn, Santi midfield, Scales at the back, Take up front. Three's one of the best keepers in MLS. I think that works out really nicely, actually. And then we'll cross-reference this against the teams I've already built on Sorare. And then the final team the machine picks for us gives us Sean John and Chanot, the 15% defensive def. Maxi in the hole. And then Alonso Martinez in attack. Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking Celtic strikers over this. I've not got Kyogo in a team. And I think a 15% Kyogo would help this outfit out. Do I have any other goalkeeper options for another team? I don't. Yeah, so I'm definitely putting Kyogo into this because he's not made a team yet. And then McGregor. Is he the best extra? We've not played a Vickers. Vickers could be handy. Liverpool away to AC Milan probably rules out Robertson for me. Kang in, not on to play against Girona. Doesn't really matter for him, but we've got so many other options that will play. We've got an Atate mid that's unused. We've got Frimmers. That could be fun. And then all the Dysons. Oh no, we must have a Dyson already, because... Yeah, we do have a Dyson already. We've got a Dyson, we've got an Atate. It wants to go double McGregor, which I don't mind, but I do feel that we're maybe missing something with maybe a double, getting a Vickers into this. Vickers and Chanot defence could be sick. Maxi to pull the strings, Kyogo to score the goals. We've also got defender Atate, which could be cheat code if we do get the clean sheet. I actually do think I want to put defender Atate into that. Use the cheat code, as it were. Probably captain him just to push him. Very 100 capable card. Okay. And I have like limited all-star or something maybe. Yeah, we've got Matt 3's limited, so we should do. It gives us a bit of a hodgepodge. Again, Alonso Martinez. Amundsen. Don't think we need to take Amundsen. We've used a Vickers here, so there's no 2 Vickers. No second spot for him to come in. And then, yeah, maybe we do Hatate, McGregor midfield. Maybe this is just a Celtic team. And then we use another Dyson. Or a Magno. Giacomakis. Ooh, that's a nice game. Yeah, let's put Dyson Mafer in. We think Jacob Ramsey plays. Quinny trying to decide between him and Sterling. Yeah, I think he plays based on what we've got. Van de Voort at 25% could be worth a punt and a throwaway. I definitely agree with that, and I was thinking about just hedging on it in case like he's been told you're playing Champions League for us. I think in that setting, like I probably would try and sneak him into the under 23 team, but do I have any under 23 spares? So if we have Van de Voort, oh, I've got Frimmers and Tavon Gray, some nice fullback choices. Midfield is kind of shit. Probably looking at Sands and we're hoping he gets a triple or something. We've got Turientes as well. We could jam his way into something. Barring a share and attack. Or do we try and just put him into a team 3? Not worry about the under 23 setting. Yeah, we're talking about with Sands in midfield. I'd probably rather Kang. Alonso Martinez, fine, let's take him because he's got a good fixture and the computer keeps picking him. But the 5th man, I'd maybe take Tavon over Amundsen because, I don't know, Amundsen away from home, is that where he works better? Where are you, Malty? There you are. His form's not been great recently. He used to be an absolute boss. We'll just look at away from home. 51. Overall, 53. Yeah, hard to get behind that. We've got a Vickers in play. I think Tavon would be the best extra man here. Robertson away to Milan. Could be a good game for him. Openda could get a goal. Still got an Atate to play. JFR expected to be on the bench. We've got Giacomakis still. We've got Frimmers. Yeah, I'd probably put the Frimmers in. Frimmers and Vickers. Kang in midfield. I want Alonso in attack over... Yeah, I think I'll just take Alonso. I'll just plug that in. Right, so let's have a wee cross-reference, guys. What the machine has helped us build in this last little foray. 3, 5, 8 teams. One kind of throwaway-ish with Martin van der Voort. And on this, we've got the Mbappe team that you'll have seen the video about already. People are talking about Kimmich playing right back. I might take the captain's armband off him for that, but I don't think it really changes his outlook for this game week, to be quite honest with you. So just, like, don't overthink it. Bayern at home to Zagreb is 6-0 written all over it. It really is. Zagreb in the Champions League, they never do well. You know, they are like one of the bad teams in Europe, and I think this is away to Bayern. It's a stuffing waiting to happen. So I did go with Llorente originally. So I think I'm going to change that to McGinn, that we've already mentioned. Using in our lineup. Let's take Big John McGinn. Captain Coop. Yeah, we're fine with that. And then team 1. I think I didn't change this, did I? We've got McGregor in midfield. Yeah, McGregor in midfield, double attack, AJ at the back. That's my favourite kind of Celtic team. And I really do think this is podium dangerous with the XP I've got. If Celtic win 3-0 and the decisive's fallen the right way for me, yeah, I think this team could do very well. I'm quite excited for that. Team 2, but is definitely where I think the computer has made some improvements for us. So we've went with Taylor and Guardiola double defence. We've still got that Hatate. We've still got that Wirtz. So actually some similarities there, actually more than I thought initially. So if we go Guardiola and Taylor, used in our lineup. Greg Taylor, 15%. Captain Wirtz. I'm going to go Captain Taylor. Taylor's been really good to me. Do we go Captain Casper? I've went Captain Kuhn. Maybe Captain AJ's a shout. 52% Llorente. We're at 11 likes, guys. Almost 50 of you here watching us live. And then, yeah, very similar team here. I must have had Taylor in there originally. And I went for, with the computer, with 3s. Scales. Otherwise, the same team. I actually quite like that. And then this was the same team, but we swapped the midfield round. So let's put Llorente in here. I'll probably captain him. So yeah, actually that team, All-Star Team 1, very good that me and the machine have picked the same one. And then it Scales it wants in for safety. But as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking maybe Hatate defender for that risky peak. I think that's what I want to do, by the way. I think I want to put that Hatate defender in here. Yeah, I'm doing it. Taking a bit of a risk on it. And then this team, double defence, Scales and... Oh no, well, this wanted Chenot to go in. Is Chenot... At home to Austin, is that a great game? I know Austin have been kind of sucking recently, but... 65%. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to avoid that, I think. We'll go Scales and Vickers at the back. Dyson up front. Was it Dyson I had an attack for this one? No, it was a 15% Kyogo. So let's put Kyogo in here. I went with Captain Morales. I think I'll stick with that. And then that means the final team. of note is the limited one, which we went kind of Celtic-y, yeah. We went with Vickers. Yeah, we've got Vickers up there already. So we went Vickers, Hitate, mid. Is that what we had there? McGregor mid and Dyson. I think I might drop the McGregor mid for Frimmers. I don't mind that actually, because Frimmers is no, that's not the way to go. Yeah, definitely stick with McGregor. I think because he is just quite reliable. And who did we go up front? It was Dyson up front, wasn't it? Used in our lineup, rare. Let's see. Is McGregor the best final man to come into this? He maybe is. Yeah, let's do it. Captain Hatate on that. And, well, actually, see that Van der Vaart team, is it Champions League qualified? It would be if we changed the forward. I actually think that's what we'll do. I think we'll try it as a Champions League team 3 throwaway effort. It brings in Openda. Oh, okay, so they're in the same team. I actually don't mind that. It wants to play Ferran, but let's take Kang. And it wants to play Robbo. We could just play Frimmers. Let's try it. So let's take the punt on Van der Vaart. This has got Vickers. I've had maybe taken Vickers somewhere else. Or is he in training, perhaps? All-Star, All-Star. Oh, no, okay, I've just made a bit of a different change there. That's fine. So we've got Benny Henriks. We've got... Michele. Yeah, I think Frimmers is maybe Defender 1 then. So I've made some changes. Was Frimmers in a different team? Why is there only one Vickers here? Oh, Chanel, that's why, yeah. That's fine. And then we've got 2 McGregors in play. We've not used Kang. Could use Kang. We could use Hatate. I think I will use Hatate because he'll start. And then we've got another Dyson, another 2 Dysons. And a Kyogo and an Openda. Openda against Leipzig. Do I want to lean into that? Nah. Let's take a Dyson. And 5th man. I don't want to touch Robbo. Forrest from the bench might be handy. Kang from the bench. Against Girona, I actually think PSG are going to smash them, to be honest with you, as much as it pains me to say that, but I think Girona get smashed tonight, or whenever it is. So it's either go with Kyogo as the 5th man. Kyogo. Kang. Kyogo, Kang, or Openda. Kyogo, Kang, or Openda. I think Kang's got the potential to hit the hardest, but Kyogo could smash 2 wee cheeky goals out. If they're a wee punty team like this, maybe that's the way to go. Whereas Kang, what does the PSG prediction look like? Because he's not been slated to start on any of the predictions, and he just keeps on playing because he's rinsing it at the moment. But yeah, I don't think he will start this one. Just how effective could he be from the bench? But yeah, let's take Kyogo. Double gung ho attack. Just do that, and then we'll fix the training lineups. We've got 53% McGinn. You guys are kind of matching me now. 14 likes, guys. Can we get the likes up? So yeah, happy with that. Champions League Super Rare feels good. We're also crossing our fingers that the Girona guys can do something. Otherwise, the rest of the guys just need to do their part. And I think that might actually be quite successful. Team 2, I actually think could be mad peaky. Mad peaky. So fingers crossed for that. Celtic team is cool. And then we've got a punt team with Van der Voort if he was to play. Frimpong in defence. Celtic outfield. That's fun. All-Star Super Rare. Taking a gamble on Pacheco. I think it's an educated gamble since he didn't play the weekend. He'll probably play midweek. And this is a game that they'll be in possession where he'll get more passes. Whereas at the weekend, Aguerd and Zubeldia was definitely the smart tactical play when they're going to be defending for the whole game. All-Star Team 1, I think, is peak central. Like peak central. I really like that. Team 2, double defence, solid keeper. Home to Columbus, but Maxi Morales, signature card captain, 15% Kyogo up front. I really like that. It's a Team 2. And then limited Team 1, we're going Celtic again, but double mid. Yeah, I like that. So we just need to fix training and make sure that's well-rounded. Everyone's in their spot and everyone's going to get some training done. Get that XP up. I think in-season Forrest could do with a few points in case I need him. And when I'm doing training, it's all about who I might use this weekend or who I'm going to be using in the next couple of game weeks. That kind of thing. Turn it down to that. Rare. Super rare. Don't want to see limiteds if there is any lying around. And then who needs some XP? Mitoma, Kamada. Rakitic. You could use some XP. And then, yeah, I think I want somebody in here that's playing to try and boost the points this team gets. So let's take away the no game filter. So we've got Jimmy. We've got Dudu. Could put Gabby Perea in. Keaton Parks. Let's put Hannes Wolf in. Since he's an in-season card as well. Might help us later on. Yeah, I think that rounds off training. Nice. Nice, yeah. Oh, we do have Roca as well, by the way. So this is the last one I'll give these guys. Thanks for the poll. Thanks for the help on McGinn. I'm going to start a new one quickly. Roca or Martin? Martin. Yeah, I could easily drop Martin for Roca, I think. Roca should get good all around. He's just not been doing that great. Like his all arounds are getting to like 10 or 12. It's not really breaking into the 20s. And his decide. Oh no, actually, did I check this out? Is he maybe sketchy for this midweek? Is that why I have? Oh no, 70% on. He's fine. And that is against Getafe. Yeah. Ahoy, Kahuna. Fist bump, my man. Good to see you. I see you have Kuhn, Maeda, and Schmeichel in season. Are you entering the in-season Champions League? No, I need one more in-season to do that competition, and I think Bayern will just score too hard. There's only like 40 spots where the money's paid for. Let's do discover new comps. Champions League in-season rare. So 21k, which is lovely. But of that 21k, 12 of it is on the podium. So then I'm really looking at top 40. So if I went and got another in-season card, it's going to cost like 100 odd quid. I think the best case scenario is top 40. Maybe I could get top 20, but I don't think top 10 is there. My in-season cards aren't high enough XP, and I think Bayern are just going to crush. And there'll be a few hodgepodge teams as well. There'll be some teams that, you know, come out of nowhere. So I've decided to give that a skip. Give it a skip and just go against the classic one instead, even with my in-season cards. So I do think the Schmeichel will be a good differential. I think he's potentially one of the very few Schmeichels that will go into this competition. But I could very feasibly, again, we're talking about finishing really high in this, But I really could see a top 10 for one of my lineups, especially one of the top 2, obviously. And then that's what it's all about. Praying Bayern rotates? Nah. First game of this group stage, nobody's pulling any punches. You don't know how hard games will be later on. All you guys are going with Martin on the poll, by the way. So yeah, last thing on the stream, guys, get voting in the poll. I don't think Bayern rotates for this. It's get points on the board. It's put a marker down. It's set the stall out for the rest of the group. I don't think they do that, especially at home. They don't need to. They can smash them in the first half and then sub like mad if that's the way it goes, with the 5 subs rule and everything else. Matson looks like he's on to start. That's why I went for McGinn, because I just think that left hand side with Rodgers and Matson on this, that will just be really good for McGinn. Yeah, I think Celtic will hit big as well. It's not tonight, but Celtic play Wednesday. Yeah, nice to hear Kuhn. A nice team in there as well. Guerrero and Kim to start for Bayern. I'll check the thing. We'll see how this poll shakes out, and then we'll love yous and leave yous, guys. Yeah, Guerrero looks to be coming into defence. And what was the other one? Kim? Yeah, Kim is in too. Oh, batteries pan bread on us, guys. Sorry. Move the camera too. Camera 2 is not working for me for some reason. Oh, there we go. Awesome. I need Saka news ASAP. So annoying they play on Thursday. Yeah. I didn't realise until yesterday the Champions League was going on like the full week. And that's why we weren't getting Europa League and stuff. Which is fun. In a way. 3 nights of Champions League's better than 2. But yeah, look at this. Like, seriously. And I know people are saying, oh, Kimmich should play right back, but this is how it will shape up. Like, if he is in right back, he's going to be in midfield in 2 minutes. And look at this, man. Like, Bayern will... This will be 80% possession, and it'll be 5 or 6-0. I have Girona in-season team, not sure to enter in-season or class. Mate, Girona are not going to win. It doesn't matter what competition. Girona is a full stack. You really need the upset to happen, and I just don't see it. Like the Girona team has just went backwards so much. Now, they made some last-minute transfers, but against PSG... Oh, wow, Safinoven. I don't think that really diminishes them, to be quite honest with you. I think Safanov will be good, but, look at this. Van de Beek, Brian Heel, Romeo, Stuani. Like, I just don't see it. Maybe you could just about get away with a Girona stack if you had a different midfielder. I think Brian Heel's a forward, but you could go Heel, Saganikov, Gutierrez, and you're hoping that between the 3 of them there's like 2 goals or 1 goal between the 2 of them and maybe a last man tackle or something. And then you get your midfield and your goalkeeper from somewhere else. But that's as much as I think you could hope for Girona. Yeah, PSG are peak. This is the best PSG I've been playing ever. Quinny, mate, could you have a look at Stuttgart BVB lineups? Yeah, I'll have a look at them then. I need to go in the next 2 minutes. The next minute. So who was it? BVB and Stuttgart. Stuttgart away to Real Madrid. If they give it a go, by the way, Stuttgart are there to be an upset team, but Mbappe's Champions League debut, Real Madrid Champions League at home, like Bellingham back in the building, I just don't see that happening. And then Borussia Dortmund away to Brugge. This could be one of the best games of the game week as well. One that's maybe underestimated from this stream, but I didn't underestimate it for the Mbappe video, if you go and check that out. Kind of strong enough team, as strong as Bruges can muster, I suppose. Dortmund are going to have a lot of possession in this. Maybe not as high as like 80, but maybe like the high 60s. And once one goes in, like Bruges, I don't see them getting anything out of this. If you have in-season cards, Recommand makes a good point. I'd play it in-season in case it does deliver, and then at least you'll get some in-season W's for it. 56% of you guys are going with Roca over Martin. I think I'm kind of leaning that way as well. Let's make that last-minute change. The only thing with Martinez, he is quite DA capable. Roca, yeah, against Getafe, it's not a great game. I know I've got Sorare on this, but that doesn't bother me. You guys know that. I'll put Martin into training. Awesome. And guys, I think we're set. Ready for some Champions League action tonight. So who do we have actually playing tonight? We've got Villa. I'll be tuning into that. Oh, we've got Juve as well. So my midfield plays tonight. That's good. Nobody else in rare. Super rare. We've got Sociedad tonight. Oh wow, 3 games on at like 6 o'clock for me. Wish I was still in the studio. Get the 3 tellies back on. And that's it really. Yeah, it's going to be Wednesdays and Thursdays for the rest of the guys. Anyone in the bench I'm kind of overlooking? Nah, I think I'm fine with all them. Awesome, guys. Be sure to check out, I dropped a video on the channel. Oh, sugar. Sorry, guys, I've not got camera 2 set up for a big page. But I've got a Champions League preview, or a prediction for the entire group stage. It's went live on the channel. Feel free to check that out when you get the chance. Thanks for everyone that's joined us live for this fist bump. Please do hit a like on this. If you don't, I'll get a DNP, and you probably will as well. Sorare only control the internet. You probably know that by now. And yeah, they don't like it when you come in and enjoy the content, support the content, but don't hit the like button. So, can you please check the Man City Inter's like, yeah, Man's okay. Let's have a quick peek since you're here, right? Let's look at City Inter. City, I don't think rotate. This has been updated 53 minutes ago. This is a Champions League final replay. There's no chance City take it lightly. There's no chance people get rotated out. There may be a bit of minute management like Foden and one of these 2 of these other guys maybe, but full strength. And then Inter, no DeMarco. That's a bit of a weakener. Matteo Darmian, that's probably a fixture choice. You know, they're preferring him over Dumfries for this game. Mkhitaryan, Calhanoglu, it just feels like too... yeah, it just feels immobile against the City midfield. Barella's going to have a lot of work to do. This is low scoring as far as City goes. It might be 2-0, 2-1. Something like that. But yeah, guys, have a great day. Good luck. Hit the like button. Let's make sure we don't get any DNPs. Good luck with the Mbappe competition. And yeah, I'll catch you later. I may be back for rewards actually tonight because depending on how Captain Carlos Teixeira does, we only need him to get another 1 point and we get to a card. On our 7 points, we get to a tier 4. And our 20 points to get to a tier 3. And if you get up to our 40 points, he does have the captain's armband on, so that's not a big stretch. We get to the tier 2s, and that's really what I'm aiming for there is top 40. So I would really love us to get top 40. I would really need them to smash big time. We could break top 10. But wish us luck for this one, guys. It's almost half time over there. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.